Hey, hello everybody. I have learned so much about the state of this game's multiplayer in the 30 minutes I've spent setting up this stream. Hey meme guy, thanks for 4 months of being a channel member. I was wondering where I could get a PC code these days where I can download it. I really want to replay this on PC. I mean, I know where I got it. Do you live in a place? Do you know any sandwich shops near you? There are people reselling keys for this game all over the internet. But the real reason we're here today is that Ubisoft announced earlier this month that they're shutting down the multiplayer servers for like a shitload of their old games, including Driver San Francisco. And what's interesting is the initial shutdown date that they announced was tomorrow, September 1st. They didn't give a time, but I was like, oh, it'd be fun to do like a stream to see if I can like maybe get some of the Steam achievements before those go away forever. I thought that was it. There's so much more to it than that. One, according to some guy in the chat, and I googled this and he was not lying. I kind of thought he was lying. Ubisoft announced like 3 hours ago that they're pushing back the shutdown to October 1st for all these games for kind of no discernible reason. Now, what's weird about this, I've never talked about Driver San Francisco's multiplayer. Maybe there was one stream I did once, but I've never done a video on it. This game's multiplayer is insane. Like some people, this is the thing about the game that they love, the way I love the single player. I think there's something like literally 23 different multiplayer modes, and they're like, imagine the Driver San Francisco. There was a whole team at Reflections whose job it was to build out this multiplayer, and they built so much cool shit with this the shift mechanic. So like the main one that I remember from when I was a kid was there's a cops and robbers mode where one team is trying to get from one side of town to the other, and the other team can use the shift mechanic to like leave their car and enter into any other car in the city and transform it into a cop car and then try to smash them. Anyways, what's in the can I just opened? This is a Cutwater Lime Margarita. By the way, something that I'm really shocked by every time I boot this game up after not playing it for a while, it looks really good. Driver SF is in the Watch Dogs 2 universe. Yeah, I didn't have time to mention that in my Driver SF videos, but there's like an Uber app that you can take little side missions in Watch Dogs 2, and it's called Driver San Francisco, which is interesting because I mean, that game takes place in San Francisco, so it's a good name lore-wise, but also Ubisoft Reflections, once they got acquired by Ubisoft, they kind of gradually stopped being permitted to make original games and got turned into a open-world game sweatshop. And now they just do the car parts for, like, The Crew and Watch Dogs, which really breaks my heart. I am not playing with the restored shaders mod. I know what you're talking about. So the PC port is missing the... Look at this guy just really booking it. The PC port doesn't have the shiny roads. Tanner looks too shiny. There's also some really cool HDR mods and stuff. There's a lot of stuff that I would like to mess with. And at first I was like, oh cool, now I have a whole nother month to mess with all these things. By the way, I like that there's a multiplayer tutorial that forces you to go through all this stuff you definitely know already. Maybe it doesn't if you've played the single player. God damn, this tech still kind of blows my mind. Still a really insanely impressive thing they built. Mad707 says tag is the best game mode. Can a new install still be activated? Yeah, I think. It's confusing because part of Ubisoft's announcement was like, by the way, you also won't be able to download or activate any DLC. But I kind of think like, possibly even legally, they have to honor any game codes that you have, I would imagine, but I don't really know. Why does this game require a server? So we're talking specifically about the servers for multiplayer, and that leads me into something, I'm going to do some shifting, into something really interesting, which is while trying to figure out why I couldn't connect Driver San Francisco, like, I was struggling to get it to connect to Ubisoft servers at all. I learned that a lot of people have trouble with that even before the shutdown. People have had issues with it. But also, I learned about this tool that somebody in the driver fan communities made called Alcatraz, which is a good name for a Driver San Francisco tool. Bonk. See, what's great about this game? You crash your car, just go get a better one. And it's a tool that allows... This guy's essentially like volunteering to host Driver San Francisco multiplayer replacement servers that'll keep working after Ubisoft shuts theirs down. So I tried to connect to Ubisoft servers normally with my Steam copy of the game, and I just was having no luck because it's one of those weird games that, like, when you boot it up on Steam, it opens Uplay, and that shit barely works on games that came out this year, so imagine a game this old. So yeah, fan servers for this game, like, apparently do exist now. I think because today was supposed to be the last day, I'm going to try playing on Ubisoft servers. I've been able to connect to them actually through the Alcatraz tool, because you can connect to his servers or Ubisoft's, which is cool. You have like a choice. And then if that doesn't work, then we'll connect to the fan servers. Tommy Golding says, "God, I fucking hate Uplay, bro." Speak of my language. Yeah, Acid said, "Holy shit, that's amazing though." Yeah, the driver fan community is like a pretty singularly incredible group of people. So, driving and shifting both play a large role during multiplayer games. It is important to learn when to use one instead of the other. Okay. Driving is quicker than shift when trying to reach nearby targets. I see. So, like, I guess one of the challenges of building a multiplayer game around this shift mechanic is why would you not just constantly shift? And in this case, there's the second checkpoint. Oh yeah, boosting. They also change how the energy meter works a little bit in multiplayer. Yeah, that's right, Green of Tree. They're kind of, you know, doing a mass wave of shutting down servers, including a couple Assassin's Creed games, which is... I gotta use my boost. I forgot to do it. Which is kind of a bummer because those games had pretty interesting multiplayer too, if I remember correctly. You can still play it single player. Shift is usually faster than driving for traveling medium distances. So I've got to cross this checkpoint within 15 seconds. And what they were trying to teach me here is I could drive there, but the fastest thing to do is zoom all the way out, go over here, get in this car, and then boom, I did it. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, Tommy, that they pushed it back. I updated the description of this video. I added like an update section. Higher levels of shift are much faster when traveling long distances. Alright, so now I've got a checkpoint that's 600 meters away. But if I just go boom, boom. Look at that. Easy. Am I nuts or does this game look like kind of good? What is this, 2011? Yeah, Boston Big Nuts says Ubisoft has a weirdly good track record for good multiplayer games. It's true. Ooh, rapid shift. Oh yeah, so I forgot about this mechanic. You can tap right bumper and it'll just shift into like the nearest car, I think, that like the nearest desirable car. This is a weird example of it. Or maybe it switches you back and forth between Tanner's car. I don't really remember. But there is a way to do quick shifting essentially that like instead of zooming all the way out in the middle of a race, which you might not want to do, you can just pop over to a new car quickly. Alright, so now that I've done this tutorial, I wonder if it'll let me find a multiplayer match. Let's see. Cross your fingers, y'all. I'll just do quick match. Just give me any game type. Yeah, I guess that's true, Whammer. Shift is probably a pun. Never really thought of that. So yeah, so Francois LeBlanc says we won't be able to host private servers in the future. I found out less than an hour ago that actually, yeah, fans of the game have built a tool to host their own servers. The question is, I had to jump through some crazy ass hoops to connect to the Ubisoft servers for the PC version here. I don't know if anyone else on the planet has. So we'll see if we can find anybody. Today was supposed to be the last day, but I did buy this game with a Subway gift card, Pierre. That's correct. Has Jack Van Hoy says, has Ubisoft ever been good? I mean, like in the 2000s, they made a bunch of Wii shovelware. I'd say yeah. I'd say there's good. I mean, for as much as I feel like they have like really kind of pathetically mishandled this game and this franchise, the fact that this game got greenlit at all, that they sank 4 years and millions of dollars into something this weird, into a game where you're in a coma the whole time, that's kind of commendable, you know? I think that Ubisoft is probably derelict in their responsibility to keeping these games that people worked insanely hard on and loved alive. They're derelict in their duty to do that stuff. But like, there's a lot of great Ubisoft games if you look at the totality of what Ubisoft has made. Let me stop and think of another. I'm sure there's more. Where can I find and download this game? I would say you should steal it. I think that you should do piracy of it, if you ask me. If I were you, I would steal the game. The way I did it with the Subway gift card and stuff is way funnier, but way harder. Oh, yeah, I liked Far Cry 3 a whole lot. Damn, Breed of Speed. Do you remember the $11.72? So, I might try switching to the private, like, custom servers that the modding community has built out. I do like, though, that in multiplayer, in kind of a Burnout Paradise type way, there is, if you look out, there's a free drive mode where you can just goof off. Oh yeah, so that right bumper up there is showing me I can quickly shift back into my main car, which I guess is how you choose. Mad707, what platform are you playing on? Are you playing on, like, Xbox? I want to let everyone in. What do I do to let everyone in? Social options. Yeah, log into Twitter and Facebook. That's what I was looking for. I'll try one more time to find a public match. If I can't, we'll switch to the other servers. Although, like, maybe the strat is, like, go get my Xbox. And just try that. I mean, I guess it's less urgent now that the servers aren't shutting down, you know? Alright, actually, I don't need to search for free-for-all. I could just search for quick play. I kind of want to give the crew another chance someday. Especially since they did some Driver San Francisco DLC, which on the one hand I feel really exploited by. I feel really like, oh, so you'll take my money for a skin for the crew, but you won't let me play the game that I bought. That's pretty sweet. Boop, boop. Alright, let's try... I'm going to try connecting to the fake servers. Let's give this a shot. And in fact, if you guys want to... I'll just show you guys what this process looks like. It's kind of interesting. So let me switch to monitor 1 here. So I've got this Alcatraz launcher, which is by Jelly Soapy from the driver fan community. And right now I have it set up to log me into the official Ubisoft servers. But there's also the Alcatraz server, which is the fan one that, in theory, should keep going indefinitely. Like, it should... We should never lose this game's multiplayer entirely. Thanks to this. Dude, Call of War... Dude, Res Ipsa Loquitur says Call of War as Gunslinger, fuck yeah. Dude, that game so goddamn good. Someday I'll make a Call of War as Gunslinger video. I haven't found my in yet. I haven't found my angle. That video, if I made it right now, would just be me being like, yo, look at this. This game rocks. Look how cool this game is. Same with Peggle. I'd love to do Peggle content. What if I pirate the game, says Harry Somatic? I think that's good. The Peggle speedrun community. I think I saw like a TikTok of somebody speedrunning it. And I know, what's his name? Doug has done some fun Peggle content. Alright. Come on. I remember like a week after I released the second person game video, I did a live stream of me playing this multiplayer. And people, like, I think Ubisoft, we didn't have to... Hey! Whoa! We have somebody! Let's go! Alright, speed. Have a big sip of my margarita. Me versus decent loser. Hell yeah. So there, I have linked, there's a YouTuber who makes only driver content named Vortex LeSurge. And he made a really good tutorial on how to install the custom server mod. It's not super painful at all. It's like a GitHub repo with like a link to an installer, and then you just punch in. You make a username and password for this fake version of Uplay. Look at these Bose ads. Maybe that's why they had to take it down. Their license with Bose expired. Look at how his hand shifts the gears when I hit the emergency brake. Oh Jesus fucking Christ! When you hit the e-brake, wait, is he about to pass me? So this was just the qualifying round, but still. Holy shit, meme guy, where did you buy that? Meme guy said, I just bought a key, but it literally was just a link to a pirated copy. Alright, so I qualified, and now me and this guy are playing Trailblazer. I don't know that we need a qualifying round for this, because I think Trailblazer is... Everyone's trying to follow this AI car that has, like, tank physics. And it has a trail behind it. Kind of like the single-player mission in this game where you're chasing the ambulance. You have to stay behind this car. This DeLorean that can just... If any cars get in its way, it just fully pushes through them. And both of its headlights, or both of its brake lights are separate points meters. So if there was like 8 people playing, we would all be kind of vying to suck the most car kind of milk out of it. Where is he? There he is. So like, let's say it's going really bad. Let's say I get in like a catastrophic crash, or my car takes too much damage. I could just shift into another one, like this one, and look at that! I'm back on top. Pretty good premise for multiplayer. This is one of the 23 multiplayer modes that this game shipped with. It's WarioWare, but car. It's CarioWare. Super Cario Odyssey's CarioWare spinoff. Oh, you got me. Alright, well then, I'll just become this guy. Joke's on you. And like, the idea of a game where both, like, every single person playing has that superpower, it's really cool. Like, this feels almost unfair when you do it in the single player campaign, but since me and all my opponents can do it, In fact, I could just like focus on fucking up his car if I wanted to. I could like get this truck and then try to hit him head on, which is cute. Like that. Jesus. This tank, you almost like don't want to touch the DeLorean because it will just explode you. 96. Alright, I'm 4 points away from winning. I don't even need that much. Oh, Jesus. Hey, let's go. Can your opponent see when you switch cars? Yeah, I think it shows as like a lightning strike. It does have a burnout vibe, yeah. The vehicle damage. And I'm so relieved though, like the whole premise of this stream was that time to play this multiplayer before it goes away forever. And of course, as is kind of pathetically always the case, a bunch of enthusiast fans had to figure out painstakingly how to preserve this thing that this like $2 billion corporation couldn't be bothered to preserve. Blur was cool, man. Blur was cool. I wish we had more. I wish we lived in a world where like that hybrid of Mario Kart power-ups and realistic-ish driving was more prevalent. So wait, what's the premise of... So we're doing smash objects to score, and this is just the qualifying round. Alright. We're neck and neck, me and Decent Loser. I kind of hope more people start hopping into this while we're playing it. That'd be cool. Get some of the 2v2. Oh, I gotta go around this loop here. Alright. No shifting allowed in the qualifying minigame. So normally the qualifying stuff is like figuring out where you start at the start of the race, which is more relevant in non-two-player matches and in more straightforward racing modes, which of course this game also has. If you want a mode where you're not shifting, they have that too, if you just like how the cars handle. That's the thing I see people talk about a lot, actually. There's a lot of love for the handling in this game. Hell yeah, Condor. Does it not work with pirated copies? No, I'm sure it would. They can't... They're not gonna... Alright, touch the tag to... Oh, this is a fun mode. Somebody in the chat was actually talking about this. The tag mode. Yeah, Whammer. Yeah, that's a good observation. I know that when you zoom out all the way during shift, you hear a lot of like heart monitor noises. So this is tag, which is such a good combination with driver SF's mechanics. So now I'm it, right? So you get like a few seconds of invincibility. Oh damn, he snagged it right out from under me. So I think whoever's it can't shift. Nice. So now I'm it. So I could, if I manage to like throw him off my tail and get out of here, he can just shift. So it's like, imagine playing tag if your opponent in tag could teleport into the bodies of anyone in town. That's like this. That's the premise. So it seems like he's just chasing me the old-fashioned way, but I think once I get far enough away, the game will like tell him, yo, you should shift. Yeah, did you hear that lightning strike? So he shifted into a car that was right behind me. Country Mouse says, as a Forza Horizon 5 player, I'm not used to good multiplayer modes. I'm sorry to hear that. I've never been a Forzaman. Boys admired it from afar. Alright, he's shifted. One of these cars is going to become him. It's a nice try. What a good premise. There were a lot of comments on the videos I've done about Driver San Francisco from people who were like, were really nostalgic for playing the split screen. They were like, me and my older brother would always play tag mode for hours. Oh, he got me. So he went for, man, that is a very medical noise, isn't it? I'm gonna try the head-on technique. He was trying to get me from behind. I'm going big-ass tanker truck. Fuck! It almost worked. Alright. So I think there's like a 5-second cooldown on when you can shift. Man, he got a fast car. What the heck? That's what we need. Dude, I should just zoom out further, I guess. Alright, here we go. No! I thought I really like had this in the bag. I was like very cocky. So another thing to remember is that I can hit right bumper and it'll just zoom me to wherever he's at. Let's go! And I get the funny little wall between us. Oh shit. Oh, he's right behind me. And he's got a little momentum. This is what we need. Yes! I think he was gonna hit this thing anyway. Oh shit, what sucks is that I'm now stuck in this thing and I can't get out. It's like not the best car to be trapped in. Alright. So I kinda wanna tag him in a decent car. Dude, imagine how sick, like, 8-player free-for-all tag is. Oh, he just beat me, by the way. Damn. Ty202 says, wish I could find a match. Are you, so, we're playing right now with the, like, fan-made server, which is called Alcatraz. There's a video in the description that shows you how to install it if you're playing the PC version. Yeah, these are... I wonder what the next mode it'll cycle us through is. Oh, you're on Xbox. The Wii version, I don't know about all that. I don't think there is multiplayer. Overtake. Okay. But what are we qualifying for? For Trailblazer again? We already did that. I wonder if I can make like a... If I can just make a room and let people join. This feels very burnout pilled. Filling up a meter through overtakes. What do they call it in Burnout? Near miss? I gotta say, this is a hot take, but Burnout lost me when they added traffic checking. Every game up until Burnout Revenge I rocked with pretty hard, even the PSP one. But as soon as like hitting traffic that was going the same direction as you caused it to go flying and didn't cause you to crash, I was like, this doesn't feel as challenging anymore. It's a cute idea that you're using the other cars as weapons, but I'm a Burnout 3 man. If I pirate this, can I still access the mod server? Probably. I don't know. I'm like the only guy on the planet who didn't pirate it. So, this game, by the way, still reliably in the top like 10 to 15 most pirated games on the Pirate Bay. Yo, we got a third player! Alright, let's go, Short Cat. No, so Uzi, it's really confusing. So Ubisoft is shutting down their official servers. They were gonna do that today, but they announced like a few hours ago that they're actually gonna do it tomorrow. However, sorry, no, they were gonna do it today, and then they announced a few hours ago that they're gonna do it in a month. However, their servers barely fucking hang together anyway for this game. They don't do maintenance on them. They don't really work well for PC players. But I discovered while setting the stream up that there is a there are fan servers. Ubisoft is not making them shut down the fan servers. Ubisoft doesn't ever think about this game, I would imagine. Alright, we're both sucking at the teat of Big DeLorean here. It's got 2 brake lights, both of which are worth 1 point for each second you sit on them. So if you have the car all to yourself, I'm so sorry, decent loser. I'm not trying to intentionally ruin the game for you. Here we go. I got my nice car. So what's also fun about this is, like, because these game modes are so weird and abstract and so different from normal racing games, like, if we were just doing a straight up race, I don't think anyone would choose the big red pickup truck. But there's a case to be made for it in modes like Trailblazer and Tag and stuff, because he can just absolutely body slam my tiny little sports car. Alright. It's interesting that it doesn't show me my opponent's score right now. It just shows me my score and my placement. I'm in 2nd place. Oh, he's got a matching car. This is what I mean when I say that the Trailblazer DeLorean is just this tank that will, if I stop my car in front of this thing will not slow down. It will immediately just push through me. Alright, shortcut. So my vehicle's getting really damaged. The health meter's in the lower corner there, so I might not be able to keep up. And once it reaches 0 health, it'll actually stop going. So it kind of forces you to use shift. Here you go, a little muscle claw. E40 voice. Muscle claws. This is one of the most high-fee video games ever made. I don't know why there's no music right now. From the yay to the bay. Ooh. Did I win? Oh, did I win? Bonk. Damn, hell yeah. GG. GG, team. The mode Trailblazer is stupid, but in a way where I want to play it once every, like, 10 games. It's stupid in a fun way. Oh, thank you, Nightright. Appreciate you. You unlocked Takedown. So now we have the cop car fight playlist and some JPEGs of some hats. Drifting. I like how much variety there is in the qualifying rounds. I'm playing keyboard. Yeah, we love a good pack of JPEGs for our avatar in a game that will stop existing pretty soon. Yeah, dude, I think so. Nicholas Rodriguez, that's such an interesting point. Damn, they really gave me the initial D, fucking boxy, cream-colored. Look at that. They gave me the perfect car for drifting. I respect it. So it actually doesn't matter what direction I go. So these guys can have fun bonking into each other. I'm going this way. Hey Siri, play Running in the 90s. Bonk. I'm drifting. I'm the king of drifting. Yeah, oh right. So Nicholas Rodriguez says, I'm amazed they got actual licensed cars in this game with this kind of damage model. Yeah, this must have been one of the last games. Although, is the law still in place that you can't show damage to the driver's side door? Because I remember right before all the licensed car makers quit letting you, man, I got last place there in that qualifying round. Right before they pumped the brakes on letting, no pun intended, on letting you have games with damage in them on your cars, one of the last restrictions that you could see in like some of those Need for Speed games is like, okay, you can have the car get damaged, but it can't be damage to the passenger side door, I think. Yeah, they have some cool cars. Wow, that's really interesting. Okay, we're doing. What's this? 3-player tag? This should be good. Uh-oh. I was like, I tried to look at the chat for a second. There was a really interesting fact in there. Oh yeah, N37BU6 says, I remember Jeep only agreed to be in test drive off-road if the developers agreed that the Jeep could never roll over. Which is kind of funny for the car that's like, the whole aesthetic is that there's a roll cage on it. Damn, good dodge by Decent Loser. Oh, I was hoping I could get him to T-bone me. Pause. Yeah, there's something like, when you're it in... Buddy, that is not the car you want for this mode. I don't want to tell you your business. But it is fun to trick people with. There's something really fun about being it in Tag and Driver SF because it feels like you're in a fucking Final Destination movie. Alright, but what's your plan from here, buddy? If I just fucking T-pose in the intersection, look at that. Look who's it again. It's me. Is this fire truck gonna become a bastard? No damage to the... What the fuck just happened? No damage to the A-pillar and windshield. Ooh, buddy, you whiffed it. I'm gonna fake like I'm going that way and then actually go this way. Oh, shit. I like that it's telling me damaged vehicles are slower. So you kind of end up having to do these, like, basketball plays where you're getting AI cars to put up a pick to defend you. Oh, shit, I was gonna take that one. Alright. Oh, he's still... So you get like a couple seconds of invulnerability once you become it, which is good. I don't think it would be fun without that. It gives you like a fighting chance to get out. Oh, this is cool because there's no NPC cars here, so they're just forced to like chase me through the power of their own car racing. I cannot... Oh no, he got me. So what if I block off the entrance here? Oh! Alright, so he only has 2 escapes. Oh, he's taking a little 180. Oh, I'm up on a damn overpass. Ooh, he thinks he's slick. Okay. Okay. Fuck. Yeah, we're gonna go oncoming mode. Van. Oh, they've left the highway. Wow. Good little dodge from DL there. From DL Hughley over here. Mine. My car. Let's go! Alright. Can I boost? Alright, I can still boost. That's a good little escape. Jesus Christ! I get smashed between 2 of these trailers. Yeah, a lot of good car variety. Like, because I think part of what's cool about this game is that the mission design is so interesting and varied that like there actually is a good reason for there to be a fire truck and a tractor trailer and like a shitty sports car or like a pickup truck in addition to all like the fast cars you'd expect from a normal racing game. Exactly, man fail. Alright. You know the vibes. Oh! Damn, that would have worked, but he just got tagged. Fucking crap. Scary. I can see him doing a 180. It's so funny how like when you're pursuing the other cars, you're like, hey, I got him, and then like approximately 1 second later, you remember, oh shit, now I have to run in whatever car I tagged him with. I'm Try to get hit by the other guy into the person tag. That does happen. Yeah, that is such a good game mode. And I was saying this before, but like a lot of the comments on my Driver SF like YouTube videos were from people who were like, "Oh my god, me and my brother would play split screen tag every day after school." All right, I'm going to exit this match because I don't want to play Trailblazer again, but I just unlocked the cop car mode. What's funny is that like so many of the people revisiting this game right now, like a lot of the game types and stuff are locked to your level. Although why am I stuck at level 3? I just did a bunch of multiplayer. Takedown. Here we go. Whew. Yeah, it is kind of like the mind swap ability at the end of Super Hot. Yeah, exactly, Naira. The other element of tag being it. So I'm starting a match now of the cop mode. Maybe you only get experience for the latest game mode. Oh, I deny. Alright, so we're having a jump off. So whoever does the longest jump in the next 23 seconds wins. Am I tripping or like maybe the timeline doesn't add up? But this feels so much like the little mini challenges you would do in the open world stuff in Burnout Paradise. Okay. My jump still wasn't good enough. I'm sure they're gonna... The Super Hot VR is still like one of the most purely fun VR experiences. I used to walk around saying Super Hot VR is still the best VR game. I don't feel that way anymore, but I do think it's great. Alright, so we're doing... Hey, Shortcut joined. Trailblazer. Alright. All 3 Super Hot games are amazing. Yeah, dude, people don't talk about Mind Control Delete as much as they should. I love that game. What is my favorite VR game? Right now, it's a game called Into the Radius, which I may make a video on because it is real special. But I'm going to save that for the video. I've already started writing the script. I haven't done any VR racing game stuff, to be honest. Where the heck? This is definitely like one of the weirdest modes. Just everybody's just sucking on the back of a... Almost said of a Mandalorian, but that's a different... That's a different Google image search. We're all trying to suck all the energy out of the back of this DeLorean. Oh fuck, I should not have pressed that. Dude, Into the Radius rocks. We'll talk. We'll talk, bro. I will make Into the Radius content. I did stream it on Twitch like a week ago, which was fun, but that game is Unreal Engine 4, and it's so severely CPU bound. Like, it's just using, no matter, I have a pretty decent computer, but Into the Radius is just using just like 2 cores to their absolute maximum capacity, and that game runs like shit when I'm streaming it. Holy fuck. Johnny Martin. Is that true, bro? That's a crazy story, buddy. Johnny Martinez said, I remember when 9/11 happened, this game had just released, and as the towers fell, I was winning a race. Fuck, bro. Holy shit. So I guess that day was kind of a double-edged sword for you. You know? You know, like, it wasn't the best day, but it wasn't the worst day. And I think that's beautiful. That's the power of gaming. Holy shit. Oh my god. This game was in 2011, though. Wait. No, the September 11th was... Fuck. I'm very... I I forgot that that's not the same. Fuck. It was, you know what? Just believing for a little bit of time. Hey, you got in, Wired. Nice. You got the thing working. For a brief moment in time, I believed that that was true, and everything made sense. Holy shit. All right, wait. Is it gonna? I don't want to do tag again though. Everybody join my cop car lobby. don't. Yeah, my next video is the don't know what year 9/11 is challenge. Okay, create public match. Takedown. A classic battle between a getaway driver and cops. Searching for matches. Okay, but if it can't find one, it should make one. I'm quoting someone saying a joke here, but I recently heard secondhand the Zach Galifianakis joke where he said somebody asked him where he was on September 11th, and he said, "What year?" It was a good joke. All right, maybe it was Driver 3. Driver 3 was kind of the 9/11 of the video game industry in a way. Alright, speaking of knocking down towers, I only got 32 seconds to commit several dozen atrocities to these towers. Let's see here. Blank. Hey, everyone's joining. I really hope it lets us play the cop car mode. Maybe there's like a minimum player count of like 4 or 5 or something, and that's the problem. I don't know. Gosh, that's very optimistic, but they're shutting down Driver SF and then like a bunch of old Assassin's Creed games and stuff. Come on. Alright. I feel like I was in the match from the jump, so I kind of got a head start on the qualifying minigame. But let's see. Sorry, Wired Chaos says, hold on. I can't make it do that. But we'll play a game of tag. You'll join. Then at the end of it, we'll see if it puts us in the cops and robbers mode. Do I think the Driver series has a future? Man, it's so weird. Did y'all hear about like Ubisoft licensing the driver license to a TV show? What the hell? What the hell are they up to? This absolute goofballs. Don't touch my car, guys. I actually need you not to touch it so I can drive away. Stop. I should have tried to go down that alley. That would have been the strat. Yeah, hitting right bumper seems absolutely critical. Where are you going, buddy? You doing a little 3-point turn in the middle of the... Oh! Did we both whiff? Shortcut got it. But now I'm it. And now I'm going backwards. Nobody drive backwards into me. Nobody drive backwards into me. Oh, shit. Yes! The perfect backup. The perfect backup. Let's go. I love seeing Tanner, like, put his arm... Fuck. They got me. They got me with the T. The perfect perpendicular crash. But I love seeing Tanner put his arm over the passenger seat to turn around and calmly back up to get in an intentional car crash to win the big driving race between all the comatose people. Let's do one of these. A classic move. Then we should do a mode where we're all in one of these. You're only allowed to get big, dumb, slow cars. Michael Megan says, I'm still mad at how they made Watch Dogs 1 look during the reveal trailer. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm pretty susceptible to a Croby Cat video that's intentionally trying to make me, presenting evidence in a way to intentionally make me mad. Those work on me. It is really fun to watch a compilation of Cyberpunk being broken at launch. That does rock. I do like looking at that. But man, yeah, the Watch Dogs one was particularly troubling because like they weren't just like, it wasn't like a canned look at this cool single player game thing. It was a little more insidious. It was like, look at all the possibilities and also look at the graphics. And the game kind of launched and had neither. Got you, bro. Look at the mini map at the top of the screen. We're closing in on them. You got nowhere to run. Well, maybe you got somewhere to run. That's what I was thinking. I was gonna take that car. Down the alley, I see. Alley's as usual, I see. Dude, I think he's got it. But that's alright. Because maybe it's going to let us do cop car mode. Dude, when I was really young, I played a shitload of Driver 3. I like rented it and loved it. So... Trailblazer. What am I doing? Is it that there's people in the match who... Oh wait, I actually saw a comment about this problem, which is that so few people have like ranked up that because everyone's levels reset, everyone's limited to like I did pick the mode, but it's not. It's only letting us do this mode because we have some people who are like below level 3. You know? I was looking at the comments on Vortex's video about this, where the problem is that everyone starts as level 1, so even if I see online people, they're playing something other than free-for-all mode, and I probably can't enter the games. I see. Interesting. That's right, I was just saving up my boost for the big jump. Ooh! I'm still 4th place. Man, I just love the handling of this game and the sound design and just like, it's so high effort. I haven't watched any of that JonTron video yet, actually. I think I clicked on it and then I realized, like, oh, I want to watch this on the TV. I like watching his videos on my TV screen because they're so insanely high effort. I find his recent content, like, so inspiring. It's so aspirational. The amount of, like, effort that him and his collaborators and, like, his wife, I think, who does a lot of the set design and stuff, the effort they'll put into a 6-second cutaway gag. It's like a whole day of shooting, you can tell, for like one joke, and it boggles my mind how much effort that shit must take. Bonk. It sucks to jump into a car and then immediately get spun out like that. The Fanbase Happy Hour is still happening. I went on vacation over August for a little bit, so I was not near a computer, but they're still happening. They're still scheduled in the Fanbus Happy Hour Discord, and I still plan on participating on them every once in a while. The thing is, right now, I'm crunching to finish what I think will be 2 new videos for September. So I haven't been as... Like, I haven't really been streaming on Twitch as much as usual. We've been kind of doing the final... One of the videos is almost done. And then one of the videos is... The script's done, and the video part has to get made. MSSP Danish, big time. Ever since the 2v2 basketball tournament, I felt very resolute in my devotion. I knew I'd picked correctly. Ugh! Hey, this is a bumpy and bouncy battle here. You know, you say that, Night, right? But like, who's checking? The people who cracked Driver San Francisco and put it on the Pirate Bay care more about the game than any executive level Ubisoft employee. Like, they're not checking to see if you're stealing it in a YouTube live chat, or really anywhere, I would imagine. You know, it's. I think at a certain point, when the creator of the thing is not only unwilling to sell you it, but is actually actively making it impossible to use the copy of the game that you bought, I think it's, where I come from, it's stealing time. It's time to steal it. That's, I don't know about y'all, but where I come from, rubs hands together, that's stealing time. Look at this is a funny little car. A little Scorpion on it. More like Drive. More like Nicholas Winding Refn's Drive San Francisco, because there's a Scorpion on it. Uh-oh. Gonna hit level 5. So let me see if I want to try the fucking cop mode. Me and Nicholas Winding Refn, our name is spelled the same way. Fun fact. Alright, quit to lobby. So, I guess I should go all the way back out till it takes me to, like, free ride. Oh, Adam Smith says, are we playing until they shut the servers down? We're actually connected to the fan servers now, because I couldn't find a match on the official ones. So, can't create a private match. I need to find a public one. All cars, no shift. You could, no amount, I would never, unless there was an achievement tied to it, and it was the only one I didn't have. I don't think any amount of money would make me play this game without shift in it. It's a good racing game, but that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for some really fucked up, crazy racing. Ooh, team. Game size 2 to 6 players. Okay, so in theory, as long as nobody who's like level 0. I heard about that, Cameron. That Phantom Dust was like, it was like $150, $200 the week after that video dropped, which made me feel stupid because I don't have a copy of Phantom Dust. So I saw that, and a lot of like sort of hand-wringy collector type people were like, "Oh, see, this is why it's bad for what people to talk about things they like ever." I don't even know what the argument is there really, but there were people who were like, "Oh, YouTubers inflated the price of this game." I'm like, they're like, "No, I can't get it." I'm like, "Hey, you didn't want to get it for 19 fucking years until you watched this YouTube video." But also, it's, the whole premise of the video, I don't know if you watched to the end, bro. The game's free now. You can play it for $0 in 4K for free right now. But yeah, I don't know. I like, to be 100% clear, I feel no responsibility towards the secondhand market of used game prices. I could not give one millionth of a shit what talking about a video game I like does to the secondhand market. From the bottom of my heart, who gives a fuck? I like if the secondhand retail like game collector guys are like, if the suggestion that if the solution they're putting forward is nobody should ever talk about anything they like in case it makes waves in a secondhand video game market, go fuck yourself. Like, nah, dog. I'm actually gonna talk about things I like until I'm dead. That's actually how it works. Any future plans for the McDonald's DS game? A little bit. I got a couple silly things, but nothing major. Like, I'm not like really trying to do a whole video about the eSmart 2.0 and all that stuff. Like, it's cool that people have started finding the other lost DS game and stuff, but I've said my piece. That video was fun, but I'm closing the door on it. I want to do some other goofy stuff. You ever do a Mercenaries 2 World in Flames review? No, I didn't. I loved Mercs 1 though. Like, Mercenaries 1 is fucking awesome. Oh yeah, no, Cameron. I think it's cool too. The fact that the used game price went up is actually awesome, and funny and cool. I just think that like there were comments that I started getting of people being like, "Oh great, another YouTuber talked about a game and now it's shot the price up and now I can't buy it." And I'm like, man, you had kind of a lot of chances to buy it. I don't really know what to tell you. Also, it's free. But maybe I don't want to overestimate. It was a meaningful amount. Like it was a comment I saw, let's say more than 10 times. So I was like, oh, this is not just one maniac. This is a whole genre of guy. There's a whole type of guy who like a few times a year goes and gets mad at a YouTuber for talking about a video game they think is cool. All right. That seems like a fun hobby. Man. So I guess maybe what's like... Ooh, joining match, in theory. I think part of what's limiting it is that you actually have to unlock individual multiplayer modes in this game. Sort of like a... What would you call it? Like, this game is very much a product of 2011. I think after... this might be hard to remember for you youngsters, but it was kind of mind-blowing when Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare came out and added a leveling and experience system to a shooter. That was fucking unheard of. Like, prior to that, for the most part, you would, like, play Halo, and then that was it. You played Halo because it was fun to play Halo. There might be some, like, ranked mode where you would level up or level down from, like, bronze to gold or whatever. But the idea of, like, experience in multiplayer and gating unlocks to that was kind of a thing that happened because of COD 4. And then it started showing up everywhere, including in fucking racing games, apparently, which I think is really funny. Dude, Dalton, I don't know that people do. Why? Because, you know, in their defense, why would they know, you know? We're just old. We're just two old guys. Yeah, I kind of agree. I kind of people are going to reach the point of which COD 4. I kind of agree that I'm not like... By the way, let's try connecting to the actual Ubisoft servers and see if that works. I agree, though. I definitely like... I don't love the feeling of... feeling like I'm motivated. This is such fucking boomer talk. I'm so sorry. I will stop. I go really far out of my way to not be like a whiny little bitch. If you watch my Twitch streams, I'm like, I try pretty hard not to be a complainy guy because there's enough of those on the computer. But I will say this, I kind of agree that I don't think it's the healthiest thing for games for gating unlocks to be the primary way of motivating players to stick with a multiplayer game. Like, I do kind of think that it was maybe a little bit healthier psychologically back when, like, Halo 2 multiplayer, you played it because it was fun. You played it because you had like 45 minutes of leisure time and you wanted to have a good time. And whereas now, like, I was playing Halo Infinite. I'm the only Halo Infinite player, it turns out. But I played that Season 1, and then I maxed out the fucking Battle Pass or whatever. And then I was like, my motivation to play the game kind of dried up. And I was like, well, this sucks, because I'm pretty sure I liked playing it. But but now I don't want to anymore because I'm not earning any progress. And that's kind of a heartbreaking realization is... Once you spend, 10 hours in the Skinner box that is modern multiplayer game design, the minute you are given the option of just playing a game for fun, your fucking pleasure receptors are so completely fried from trying to unlock shitty pieces of armor that you don't really want that you like forgot why you liked the multiplayer game in the first place, and that feels like maybe a net negative for video games. Anyways, damn, I need to just be a guy who rants about gamer shit. Michael, maybe, but I actually think Halo Infinite's really good. Like mechanically, I think it's good. I think it's fun to play and is a good shooter. That's the troubling part, is that, like, I actually really love the game they made. But when you shift players' attention towards unlocks, you also are inadvertently shifting their... How would you put it? Like, what's the focal point for them when they sit down to play it? They're like, oh, I could use a double XP ticket and probably knock out 3 or 4 of these unlocks to get this fucking elbow Master Chief knee pad. And once you've done that to a person psychologically, I think you're maybe paddling in the wrong direction in terms of their enjoyment of your thing. It feels like insecure. That's what it is. It's when you reprogram people's brains to care more about unlocks than playing the game, it stems from like a fear that you're not going to hit your like player retention numbers or whatever. And like I think it's a short-term gain and a long-term not a good thing. The elbow knee pads are worth 20 golden plasma pistol skins. Facts. Beautifully put. All right, let's switch back to the fake servers. We're switching back to the Alcatraz servers for Driver San Francisco on PC. It sucks, man. It really is a bummer. Will the fake servers stay up forever? Hopefully. I mean, at least now it's out of Ubisoft's hands, which is better than in them in a lot of ways. You know, if the guy who's hosting these servers ever stops, I think that plausibly the project could get handed off to someone else or to the community. But what really sucks is that even though the community has done this incredible job of preserving the multiplayer of this game, which is, again, I did not know this was true until like an hour and a half ago. What sucks is that getting Driver San Francisco on PC is itself an ordeal because you can't fucking buy it. So it's kind of rough. The number of roadblocks, I guess this is what I'm saying. It feels insane that there's this many roadblocks between me and playing a video game from 2011, right? Doesn't it feel like playing a game from barely a decade ago shouldn't be like trying to fucking uncover the lost ark? Like, I'm just trying to play a fucking computer game. It's not that crazy. And it's not a computer game from 1910 where I have to like dust off a cathode ray tube amusement device, and it's a computer game that like they have at the store right now. If I go to enough stores, I'll find a copy of this at the store. Like, what is going on? How did we get to this place where games are die so hard so quick? It's a bummer. Yeah, Dennis, this game's console ports were like, I think, notoriously great. Like, what's so cool about Driver San Francisco to me is that the PC version is pretty good if you can get your hands on it, but the console version's amazing too. Like, that game runs at like a pretty unflinching 60 frames a second on PS3 and 360 while looking great and while using this insane shift mechanic where you can zoom the camera out to like hundreds of miles in the air and back in again, and it doesn't break a sweat. At 60 frames a second. That's just technically, I think this game is like pretty spectacular. You know what, Seven Vultures? If someone does that, I vow to play it. I will install Roblox. I will install Roblox to play the Driver San Francisco Roblox remake. Oh, that would be a cool VR game. Yeah, just like pointing. It would kind of, I imagine it would play a little bit like, you know, like in Walkabout VR, when you press the zoom out view to look at the whole golf course. It would be like that, but you're looking at the whole city and then you just point to the car you want to zoom into. Oh, thank you, Tanner. So they're shutting down the multiplayer servers, but there's still fan servers and stuff. You know what? I got a couple games in. I'm sad that I didn't get to do the cop car mode, but maybe we'll come up with another solution somewhere down the line. Maybe I'll just like start another fucking, hey, hell yeah. It's also tricky. I think that maybe we've put the blame a lot on Ubisoft and on publishers here. I think that building your multiplayer like this was not particularly smart in terms of future-proofing it. Because now, in order to be able to play all the cool game modes, people have to level up. And in order to level up, they have to play the game a lot. In order to play the game a lot, there have to be players to play it with. In order for there to be players to play it with, it has to be more than 2 game modes to hold people's attention. Yeah, no, for sure. In multiplayer, I have never played single player Walkabout, but yeah, in multiplayer you can see your friends becoming gods. Is this still impossible to buy? It is no more and no less impossible to buy than when I first talked about it. Which is to say, you can get your hands on it through buying resold keys or pirating it. But oh shit, jump on Xbox? Am I going to go unplug my Xbox One and drag it in here? Wait, can you play Driver SF on Xbox One? Is it back compat? Maybe Driver SF never released and all this is illusions from a coma. I mean, I said it in my first Driver SF video, but it's becoming extra true. This game is in a coma. Like, in fact, listen to these fucked up medical breathing sounds while I go grab my Xbox and plug it into my computer. Jeez, these are kind of spooky noises. All right, I'll play a nice song for everybody while I go get my Xbox. Hold up. Where's my BRB screen?
I separate from the fake and the special slave. For the dream, lights, with the lights on. We not really on the same level with some icons. If the shoe fits, neon lights in the sunshine. Summertime, tears, green cemetery, sunshine. You ain't gotta figure me out of what I'm on. Baby, I'ma take you all the way to the first one.
Yo, that was not that hard. Oh, there's car noises happening too. Christ. That must have been really acoustically challenging. I'm surprised anyone is still here. But I got the Xbox going. Hi, Whammer. Hi, Cameron. Uh-oh. Mad707 Man says he better be ready because I'm going to fuck him up in this game mode. Alright. I kind of believe you. I get the sense you're good at Driver San Francisco. Alright. This is going to be the embarrassing moment where I realize I don't own it on Xbox. Wait, maybe I actually don't. Do I not? Oh, shit. Like, I have to physically have a disc? Because did they ever sell it on the Xbox Game Store? Holy shit, I think I actually don't have it. They should have given it out on Games with Gold. Fuck, that's very funny. This seems cool. Oops. Damn. Now I gotta go on a quest. I own this game on Uplay and on Steam separately. But now I have to go. This is what I've been playing lately. Insight into my psyche here. Yeah, but the listing on the Xbox Marketplace doesn't let you buy it, does it? I thought it just says this game is no longer available or something. Let's check. Let's go shopping. I will buy it right now. I am kind of shocked that I haven't before. There she blows. Fuck. Not currently available. Brutal. So now I gotta go find a fucking key? Did they pull it down recently? I don't think they did, because in my video, didn't I show this and it said no longer available? I don't think I have the disc here in California. I had it, and then my apartment burned down, and now I don't have it. Yeah, it was down when I made my video. So in a way, it's like, why am I checking? I should probably know. I should probably know that it's not available. Jeez, now we gotta play Fortnite with Goku Edition. Now we gotta play E4 while listening to E40. Yeah, I could get a physical copy, but then I'm just gonna. Then what happens when my apartment burns down again? This is why I hate physical media. It's really funny to me, the idea of spending 80 minutes talking about how fucked up it is that how poorly like preserved digital media is, and then to be like, by the way, I hate physical media. So this is Driver San Francisco 2. Everybody knows and loves this. Yeah, we're gonna hop on Xbox Live. I'm gonna host a public session of E4. Nobody will join this. I could leave this running for an hour. I think if I left this running for 2 hours, somebody would join. Because somebody would see the stream and be like, it would be funny. That's right, Night Right, the sequel to E3. E4. Do I have the music off? Why would I do that? The music's... You guys can still hear it, right? I want to make sure it's not like deafeningly fucking loud, because sometimes... Elgato, advanced audio properties, monitor and output. Okay, cool. There we go. So now you can hear me and it, but it's not playing twice. Yeah, so this is Driver San Francisco. It's got Whiz Your Music mode, which is really exciting. And this is just sort of a classic racing game. They really stripped back a lot of the mechanics from the original Driver San Francisco to make a game that's a little more straightforward, a little more normal. Can you guys tell that this game is by Tetsuya Mizuguchi, creator of Tetris Effect and Luminous? This is more like being in a coma, yeah. How was Mizuguchi... Why did, he made such trippy games for being in a country where all drugs are equally insanely illegal. This game is kind of like Peggle in that you press a button and then you just sit back and watch the chain reactions happen, and you don't really participate in it very much. $93 chains. You've heard of 2 chains. Now check out 69 chains, as we say in the lower right corner there. Oh, he flew away. Nobody tell him. Nobody tell Scott about this video. About this game. About this video game. I'm gonna be the one who makes an E4 video. Yeah, this shit is... It got louder since the title screen. Imagine if I hadn't turned off desktop audio. So you get 3 seconds of shield, not unlike tag mode in the game Driver San Francisco. I don't think that this game is that good. However, well, I guess... Wait, I thought it was a time-limited mode for 3 minutes. How am I at 2 minutes and 47 seconds? Am I getting like a time extended? Oh! I pressed B to terminate my explosion early. He said, yeah, this game just went up in price. That would be cool with me. I think this game is still on Xbox Live. It might even be, like, on Game Pass or something. Oh, I chose 5 minutes? I'm not doing this for 5 minutes. But this game does have the most beautiful title screen ever. I think this is gorgeous. Look at this. I don't know how well it holds up through YouTube compression, but I just love everything about how this like 30 seconds looks. Not a great game, but definitely in the running for top 10 title screens. I should make that video. Top 10 title screens. I didn't know there was a Steam port of Geometry Wars, but I've been playing a lot of Geometry Wars 2 lately. Alright, this stream still has a title and thumbnail that says Driver San Francisco, so anybody who's joining has got to be really confused. So, but I do want to play Xbox games on stream. So in the interest of not confusing people, I'm going to go... I've never played Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Sorry. Child of Eden. I need to play Child of Eden again, honestly. I need to revisit it. I always forget about that chapter in the Great Res Revival. I'm gonna go over to twitch.tv and I'm going to play games on my Xbox. I never play console games on stream, so in a way, it's not a waste of time that I went and dragged my Xbox from the living room into my office to do this. You know, in a way, it's actually good. Because we're going over to Twitch now, and we're going to do gaming over there. What am I going to play, man? Just a little bit of everything. Some Peggle 1, some Street Fighter Puzzle 2 Turbo. Just a little bit of everything. I think this will be inspiring. I think I'm gonna come up with like 4 video ideas just talking to y'all about Xbox games. All right, that was a good treat. I'm glad the Driver San Francisco multiplayer turns out to be way more safe than I thought it was. I thought it was going to hell. Let's go play some Peggle 1 on twitch.tv/Babylonian. Goodbye.